Welcome to another episode of EDC with me, and today I'm going to cover my lighters. So initially, when I got into this, well, really initially, I just had something like this, just a standard Bic butane lighter, which, to be frank, works quite well. The reason why I say it works quite well is you've got flint, so just flint in here. And then with butane, it lasts quite a while. I've got a few of these I've had for years because I don't use lighters on a regular. I just like to carry one. So this is kind of how my lighter journey started, and then I kept seeing Zippos in people's EDC everyday carry, and I've always thought they look cool. They sound great as like a fidget. And then I started thinking, these throw spark pretty well, and that could be quite useful in the survival situation. So I got one, and I was pretty happy with it initially until I realized that it gases off or evaporates the lighter fluid quite quickly. What I mean by that, sorry for that little camera disturbance. Have to do some editing to fix this. Okay. What I mean by that is the fuel in here lasts, I think the longest I've gotten out of the smaller lighter is maybe 15 days. 15 to 19 days, which is okay if you're making a good habit of refilling it every single weekend, or whatever makes the most sense for your lifestyle, if you kind of develop a routine. But what that caused me to do is it caused me to feel like this isn't a very good solution for somebody who doesn't use lighters every day. What I mean by that is, I need to be able to depend on this. So this, as cool as it is, and as how well it fits in my pocket. I mean, you can see the size here. It's a great size, really small. This is the slim version, by the way. Brought me right back here to a standard lighter because, like I mentioned earlier, it lasts for years. Well, I then decided to pick up a case just to dress it up. The case is kind of multi-purpose. If you flip it around, this keeps it protected so you don't accidentally compress the button and gas off in your pocket that way. I found that it doesn't really gas off. You could just leave it in, and it dresses it up a little bit, makes it a little more durable, not like you really have to worry about this thing. So I went back to this. Now the whole time I was carrying this, as practical as it is, I was missing just the style of this. Not necessarily the practicality, but the style of it, which isn't very pragmatic. This is still the more pragmatic option. Over the holidays, I had seen this a few times. This is another Zippo. And I really liked the design. I really liked the finish on it. And there's even a coating on it that helps protect it further. Forget the name, it's a Zippo branded name. Now this guy, I thought to myself, this is a bigger compartment than this on the Slim. So maybe, just maybe, this will last longer. This gives me roughly the same amount of time. So even though it has a larger capacity, I'm getting maximum 20 days out of this, which is better. It's still not as reliable as this, the Bic, right? The butane. Now, I'd already heard about these inserts just doing my research. This one's actually Zippo made. And these guys are butane. I figured I could have the best of both worlds, right? I'm happy to say that this guy, the only reason why I'm not using it currently is because I'm just using up the fuel in here. This guy's pretty legit so far. I'm going on maybe 5 days, so I don't have an idea of what to expect from usage time. But I think what I'm going to try to do is just use it real sparingly, which I do anyways with my lighters, and get a better idea of time frame on this. My hope is if I'm not using it, that it'll last, I don't know, 3-4 months. I would think if I'm not using it at all, since this is pressurized, I would hope that it would just continue to work like the Bic does, so it's there when I need it. So yeah, guys, I'll do a follow-up to the butane insert, see how I feel about it. All that said, I am loving my new lighter. Even if it does gas off on me, I think moving forward, we've got the problem solved with the insert. Thanks for watching.